Researchers put sleep-deprived people in an MRI scanner, and their brains read as 1 to 2 years older after a single night without sleep. 1 night. And here's the part that actually matters. It reversed completely after 1 night of recovery sleep, which means aging, at least the kind happening inside your skull, is not a fixed ratchet. It's a dial, and most people have no idea they're turning it the wrong direction every single night. This video is about 3 sleep rules that are doing more for your biological age than anything you're taking, injecting, or buying. And I want to be upfront. This is not sleep 8 hours and drink chamomile tea advice. 2 of these rules almost nobody talks about. One of them is so counterintuitive that when I first heard it, I thought it was wrong. I'll get to that one last, because it's the one that reframes everything. But first, we need to talk about what's actually happening in your brain while you sleep. Because once you understand the mechanism, the rules stop feeling like rules and start feeling obvious. Your brain has a waste clearance system. It's called the glymphatic system, a fluid pathway that removes metabolic waste through the exchange of cerebrospinal fluid and interstitial fluid. It was only discovered in 2012, which is wild when you think about how long humans have been sleeping. Glymphatic activity increases significantly during sleep, particularly during slow-wave phases, accompanied by a marked increase in interstitial volume that enables enhanced fluid exchange and waste removal. When you're awake, this system is running at roughly 10% capacity. Sleep plays an important role in removing potentially neurotoxic molecules, such as amyloid beta, from the brain. And disturbed sleep may contribute to the accumulation of those neurotoxins in brain tissue, eventually leading to neuronal death. These are the same proteins that build up in Alzheimer's disease. So beauty sleep is not a metaphor. Your brain is literally running a drain cycle every night, and most people are partially blocking it without knowing it. One of the 3 rules is about how to make that drain work better. Not longer, better. Rule 1. Regularity beats duration. And I mean this in a way that should make you rethink every sleep video you've ever watched. I have thing story in be may you've veration watched. Emerging research shows that sleep regularity, the day-to-day consistency of your sleep-wake timing, can be a stronger predictor for some health outcomes than sleep duration. A study tracked nearly 61,000 people using over 10 million hours of accelerometer data. Higher sleep regularity was associated with a 20 to 48% lower risk of all-cause mortality, a 16 to 39% lower risk of cancer mortality, and a 22 to 57% lower risk of cardiometabolic mortality. Sleep duration was only weakly correlated with regularity and wasn't as strongly predictive. Read that again. How long you sleep was the weaker variable. When you sleep was the stronger one. So a consistent 6.5 hours, same bedtime, same wake time, every day, is genuinely outperforming a chaotic 8 hours in terms of survival. Almost every sleep video preaches duration. This flips the entire premise. Your circadian rhythm controls hormone release, core temperature, immune function, and glymphatic activity. When you sleep at random times, every system that runs on a schedule suffers. Pick a wake time and protect it like it's your job. Not your bedtime, your wake time. That's the anchor. Now here's where it gets interesting, and this is the one almost nobody is talking about. Rule 2. The position of your head while you sleep changes how much waste your brain actually clears. Research from Stony Brook University shows that sleeping on your side, the lateral position, clears brain waste more efficiently than sleeping on your back or your stomach. The geometry of your head relative to gravity affects how well cerebrospinal fluid moves through your brain tissue. Think about it like a drain in a sink. The angle matters. If the drain is slightly blocked by how you're lying, the fluid doesn't move as well. Most people think about their mattress, their pillow, their blackout curtains, but not the orientation of their skull during the one time their brain runs its cleaning cycle. Side sleeping. Left or right, either works. Just not flat on your back and not face down, because the glymphatic system is pressure-driven, and you want every structural advantage you can give it. Rule 3. You cannot fall asleep until your core temperature drops, and that drop is something you can engineer. Sleep onset is triggered by your core body temperature falling by roughly 1 degree Celsius as blood rushes out toward your hands and feet to dump heat at the surface. In older adults, this cooling gets blunted, which is one hidden reason sleep gets harder as you age. And here's the counterintuitive part. A meta-analysis out of UT Austin screened over 5,000 studies and found a warm bath 90 minutes before bed cut the time to fall asleep by around 36%. Not because it relaxes you, but because the heat pulls blood to your skin, and afterward, your core drops faster. Deep, slow-wave sleep is where waste clearance peaks and where your body releases the most growth hormone. By midlife, deep sleep collapses from 19% of the night to around 3 or 4%, and growth hormone drops about 75% in lockstep. The anti-aging hormone people pay clinics thousands for is something your body used to make for free every night. Your skin keeps score too. Research from Case Western found good sleepers recovered 30% better after skin barrier damage than poor sleepers. And people with chronic poor sleep show accelerated epigenetic aging and shorter telomeres, measurable in a blood panel. Sleep is not a soft variable. It's one of the hardest inputs you have. So let's close the loop. Rule 1. Consistency of timing predicts your risk of dying more strongly than how many hours you sleep. Pick a wake time and hold it every day. Rule 2. Sleep on your side, because the geometry of your head affects how well your brain clears waste. Rule 3. Take a warm bath 90 minutes before bed to engineer a faster temperature drop and hit deep sleep sooner. Aging is a dial, not a ratchet.